here, we're talking Game of Thrones.
Yes.
We're talking House of Dragons. I am Anthony Husband. I am Anthony of House Husband, the second of my name. This is Dimitri of House Porter, the first of his name. And this is Cortez of House Williford, the first of his name. We're talking Game of Thrones. We got a lot on our heart because earlier, this is how this all started. Earlier, we always talk Game of Thrones every day. We talk it every day. It's the greatest show ever created, if you ask me. If you ask me. And we was talking earlier, and then a conversation came up. Me and Dimitri got into a heated conversation, a creative discussion, if you want to call it. We got into that. Now, we are here. We all stream. And we're like, hold on. Why isn't we recording this? So, here we are right now. And I'm not even going to say that. I just want Dimitri to say what he said earlier to start Discord. to get you to wage war. So what happened?
So listen, basically my whole thing was I didn't think that Rob deserved to die for not marrying old girl from House Frey.
Okay.
Because I feel like that was extreme. Like death and all the people that was with him deserving to die. That's crazy. I get how the whole marriage thing is when it comes to all the houses in the show, right? I get it, for real. I do. I watched the shit for real, so I get it. But at the same time, die for it? Is that the end of the world?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is where I'm coming from with it. You Walter Frey, your House Frey. Bro, like 90. He's like 90 years old.
Right.
Oh.
Rob, the House Stark need my land, need me to cross to go to war.
Right.
I have this land. I'm blessed with this land. I have little wives of me. They're doing all this and that. I have a chance to further my lineage in my home with my daughter marrying a Stark. Mind you, this Stark is the young wolf. He's on fire right now. He's going crazy, winning all his battles, and now he's going to go fight the Lannisters.
Right.
That's a great opportunity for me to further my house.
It is.
You reneged. No, you can marry my cousin. You can marry my cousin.
Cool. Actually.
Huh? Uncle, what? Somebody in my family besides Rob Stark. You can marry my cousin.
Yeah.
Then you come to the wedding with your wife. No. So I understand why Walter Frey did what he did.
Bro,
if I kill your wife, that means you're Rob Stark. You have greater armies. You got the army of the North. I'm going to lose that battle.
Bro,
we're thinking at that time, not what Arya did. We're thinking at that time. I'm going to lose that battle.
Okay.
So let me just get him out the way, and then we good.
Look, think about this real quick. So you're not wrong for nothing that you said, but you got to remember one main fact, one primary thing. He didn't do that solely because of that. The Lannisters definitely was part of that.
Yeah.
And they made Buddy what? They made old dude that actually killed Rob, Warden of the North, and they kept Walter, whatever he was, made him Lord of whatever the fuck.
But that was after he killed Rob though.
That you can't say that was not in the plot. They did not plot to just kill Rob.
We can't assume. Like you said, we can't assume.
Hold on. Rob was the winning team.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say that the Lannisters was going to give them anything for doing that. Nothing stated that. Bro.
Nothing stated that he was on their side either.
No, that was around the same land.
No. At that time, they only rewarded him because he killed Rob.
Right. So I'm saying, like, that's the same thing I'm saying. There was no proof of fact that Buddy was going to get what he got. So look. Nonetheless, I still feel that that's extreme. me being me, no, I don't care. Because like I just said earlier, when we was talking about this, David is a prime example. He didn't hit his wife. He ain't had no kids with his wife with the name Targaryen. Ain't no way in hell nobody in the land is not going to have a kid with somebody got the name or blood as Targaryen. And he didn't do nothing with that. That does not mean that Rob was going to do that.
Rob was going to do what?
It was going to make anything better. It didn't make nothing better.
But it's still, we're still talking about we're still talking about this.
What his name was going to be after Stark got killed is what he went for.
That's,
at the same time.
At that time, you're going off that honor. Rob stated, Rob reneged on what he reneged.
He thought his family, he thought House Frey was going to be bigger than House Stark after that. Think about it. Look, he killed Rob and he killed the wife, the lady, the main woman. House Frey was going to be the new top dogs after House Bolton.
Yeah.
They was going to be the new shit.
Yes.
House Stark was in the grave damn near.
But still, if Walter Frey had a daughter that is married to the young wolf, that's more power than having your house than anything.
After that, the bloodline continuing means
exactly. He's 90 years old. He's gonna die.
What makes you think Buddy was gonna do anything with her? He didn't even want her,
bro. But the way Rob is, how family oriented the Starks are, he would have had a baby with that girl.
What makes you think that?
His mama would have encouraged it. You need to have an heir. You're going to be king. You need to have an heir.
The mama didn't want nobody to do shit. What are you talking about?
But hey, I can't agree with that point though. They definitely would have had.
With you being a young wolf, you have to have a boy.
Got to.
That's a big if right here, right? You got to remember this one fact. Their mama didn't want nobody to do shit. Nobody.
Bro, at that time, Rob was
she told Ned not to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers have to do certain shit.
But look, you know how I know his mama would agree? His mama the one that made the agreement for Rob to marry him. You know his daughter. She the one that made the agreement.
By all means, just like anybody else was.
No.
She only agreed with that because she had a goal. Not because that was the primary.
If Rob being the young wolf,
she did it without his permission.
She did.
That ain't look. Your mama not ruling your life, G. You're not gonna make it seem like every decision she made for you is what's best for you.
But we gotta look at the time frame. We gotta look at the time frame. The time frame is you don't matter. Your house mattered more than you.
And he was next in line as the king, not
exactly.
her.
All I'm saying is, by him reneging, Walter Frey was right.
No, he reacted a way that he probably needed to, but not fully to the extent of killing him.
You died. You messed up my chance of making my house great. You died.
He had to slay him all, G.
Yes,
not like
did,
that, bro.
Because
I think with the whole conversation, how it started, really. I see what both of y'all are saying, and both of y'all making great points. I agree with. I get what you're saying. Why Walter did it? Because it's like, dang, in his mind, he thinking like, I'm 90, I'm old, I got to be smart. So he like, dang, if I don't do this, we done. So I get that. That is smart. But originally, I thought we was just basically saying like that. At the end of the day, like, then he had to do it like that though. Especially the setting, like, wasn't it something like about how sacred that place was too? Like bringing them into there and doing that. Then he just slayed them all, G. He had to slay them all, G. Not like that.
And then kill them. That is one of the most disrespectful things you can do.
It's like something I would have seen from the Lannisters or something.
Let me give you an analogy.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this last part. So the thing is that marrying to a Stark would have made Freys bigger than what they are, and wouldn't have ended their line. They could have married anybody else. All those people could have ended anybody. They could have married anybody else. The thing is, they didn't want people making kids with whores. They just wanted them to be married, and marrying somebody with the name Stark makes them bigger than what they are.
It's not ending his line. It's furthering his line.
It does not end his bloodline.
It doesn't end it.
Anybody else. It's other houses and other people in the world to marry.
But you have a chance. You have a chance to marry a Stark. You're not thinking Stark.
It wasn't to continue. They line wasn't going to end if that didn't happen. It just happened to end because he killed them. Now look, the end results was your whole family.
But you can't think of it. We're not talking about the end. We're talking about his thoughts process at that present time. He reneged on his oath.
True.
So whatever his consequences is or his reaction is, we can't get mad. You finna get killed. That was his consequence.
Bro, but
no. We gotta look at the backstory. He brought his wife to the wedding.
I'm not taking from that, but I'm telling you, they don't make his house continue. They just make it bigger as more popular. Marion Stark makes your house.
If you with a Stark, that's more money. That's more attraction. That's more livestock. That's more everything at that time.
Popular. House Targaryen was marrying each other. They weren't marrying no other houses. They continued their bloodline for all these years.
Okay.
They didn't have to even marry each other. They could have married other houses to further their bloodline.
No, it's not about only suitable house.
It was to make them bigger. No. Marrying a big name house.
No. Only suitable house for the Targaryens will be the Valyrians. That's why he didn't want. Only reason why he didn't want to marry Lil Shorty because he liked.
No, he didn't want to do it because of what.
Because she was young.
It was a strategic plan. She was young, and because Dog suggested that, but that doesn't mean anything. So the Valyrian bloodline is literally from over Valyria. They basically Targaryens with a different last name.
Yeah.
It's the same bloodline though. So that's they family still.
But you're bringing up Valyrian. But you're bringing up Valyrian and Targaryen is way different from Stark to Frey. Because Frey is a little family that would have married a Stark that would have made them great. Valyria is already great.
I'm saying, listen to my words. I'm saying it was gonna make their shit more popular and make their bloodline more better in that sense, but it wasn't going to end House Frey. Frey could have still been Frey, continuing on by marrying other people that wasn't House Stark. Is what I'm trying to say.
What do you gain by not marrying House Stark?
What did they gain by marrying who they was marrying for all these years before they tried to do this?
Exactly, but the only was a little land that was there that had a bridge that was useful at that time.
Okay, they were useful and that whole time.
Exactly, but that's why he jumped to the point of. That's why he went to the magnitude of killing. You made me mess up my lineage of not marrying a Stark.
What? He had plenty kids.
So basically, he justified.
He basically said, "Look,
point.
You messing."
Go ahead.
Basically, he said this. I'm afraid. I'm not a big house. You messed up my chance to be a part of something big, and he killed him. I understand 100%. I understand 100%.
Wait, that was his last chance, though.
Forget chances. You broke the oath.
No, that don't mean he gotta die.
Yes, you have to die.
He doesn't end by killing them.
No. He was salty.
You don't make a nigga suffer by him being dead.
No.
That ain't torture.
Okay, Cass, so look. This is where we at. We're speaking of this. Walter Frey, we're talking about Walter Frey killing, we're talking about Walter Frey killing Robb. He stated that Robb shouldn't have died. He should have killed the wife. This is what I'm stating. For everybody that just came in, welcome in. We talking Game of Thrones.
What you say, Meat?
I'm talking about expand your thing. Go to the bottom right and make it bigger.
Where?
So they can see the
So they don't got to see the you know what I'm saying, all that stuff that's on the left side.
Like the little tab toolbar and all that. I can't even talk.
So on the bottom right of your screen, it should be a thing to make it wild, like as if you know what I'm saying, like on the TV watching a movie or something.
Okay. So look, we're stating. He said Robb shouldn't have died. Robb shouldn't have died. He should have been able to live he should have just killed his wife. I'm stating Walter Frey, the Freys is a small family. By marrying a Stark, it furthers their family. So I understand why Walter Frey went to the magnitude of killing him because he broke an oath. Dimitri thinks that he shouldn't have died. He should have just killed his wife and okay, give him another chance. Ain't no other chance. You broke the oath. You died. I understand why he died. And of course, I love the young. I didn't say I would love him. He was okay. He was winning battles. He was winning this and that. And this
going crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
They had the Tullys, but the Tullys wasn't a big family either, though. The Tullys was decent.
Yeah, they not like the Arians. They not like the Arians. But
yeah.
But my thing is, bro, deserving to die is, bro, that's forever, bro. That means, look, they was trying to end House Stark, bro. How the whole Game of Thrones was, bro. Every Stark was about to die. That's ending that whole family line.
Yeah. I think that's where it's coming from. Because when we watched it, that was something where we was like, when you look at all the other families, it was like, man, they was in the trenches, or they would come out of something, or they'd keep going up. It's like every time the Starks couldn't catch a break, left or right, everybody, G.
And it was just 5 to 6 people that was a House Stark, bro. Just think about, had you killing him, was not a smart business decision, bro.
Bro, yes it was. Because look, this all makes sense. Walter Frey is a small family.
Thank you, cuz. Thank you. He ain't have to do him like that.
Walter Frey is a small family. By my daughter marrying a Stark, I become great. I gain land. I gain notoriety. I gain so much. You took that from me. And then you brought your wife to the wife you were supposed to marry? No, you have to die. You have to die.
Bro, death is too far.
You have to die. And your mama dying. And your son or your daughter. You have to die.
He killed his mom and all of that, bro. Like,
you have to die. You messed up. I'm a 90-year-old man. You messed up my chances of furthering my family. You have to die.
I'm almost certain. I need to go with you.
Anyways, he ain't gonna be able to enjoy it that much.
I'm almost certain that they damn near had a deal before he killed Buddy.
We can't think of that.
Because
remember you said, no. Remember you told me we can't think of assumptions.
Unless you got something secure in place. Having a deal with the Lannisters is more secure at that time than having a deal with the Starks.
No, we don't. Yeah. We can't speak of assumptions, bro. We can't assume. Like you told me, we can't assume that Jaime was a fighter before he killed the Mad King. We can't assume. We didn't see that on film.
You're right. We can't assume that they had a deal already.
We can't.
One fact still stands: a deal with the Lannisters is better than a deal with the Starks by a landslide.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones
okay.
A landslide.
But
so that shit stands way better than House with the Starks. It's 5, 6 of them.
Michael Darnell agreed with you. He said he had to get snaked like that, bro.
Not like that, G,
bro. Look, Darnell, let me
you made a good point, though, because earlier, listening to what you're saying, I get how Buddy felt like that. So that made sense for him because he I'm a small fish in the pond, so I'm trying to get that was his come up. I was just
But look, Walter Frey is like I said before. Go back to it. Walter Frey is a small family. The Starks got the whole North from the march to go fight the Lannisters. He's not finna win that fight. No. So he had to snake him.
Snaking him was the best thing he could have done.
Exactly.
He's not wrong for that. But the fact that he even had to come to that conclusion was the part I don't agree with. Why you killing him because he ain't marry your kid?
You messed up. Look, ain't no war. Ain't no helping in the war.
Yeah, he made a good point. We're saying at the end of the day, I think you got another point of view you can bring up too, because it's the Starks we talking about. So they all about, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like the Lannisters. They even though they powerful,
his daddy so bad.
Yeah, they loyal and they do stuff. So they probably could have came. Even if he wasn't gonna marry your daughter, you was gonna be mad. It was something that y'all could have, maybe did, but it wasn't going to never be right and probably Frey mind. But the Starks was loyal. That's what they all about. Exactly. So it's like, dang, you doing them like that, like it's a Lannister.
Ned Stark always kept his word, and Robb wanted to do everything by the book by his daddy. What happened? He ended up getting killed just like his daddy.
People of the North, bro, to do shit for gold is bum shit, bro.
If Frey sided with the Starks, they would have outnumbered the Lannisters. Not really. The Freys ain't really had much.
Yes, they would. Bro, the Lannisters ain't have nobody, bro.
Okay, so look, this making my point even more better. Why would I side with you if you just Broke your oath.
Oh, it's a marriage, bro.
No, it's a marriage. A marriage means everything back then. A marriage means everything back then.
It was held in a high regard, but at the same time, he knew nobody wanted to marry his fucking kids.
So
his mama made that deal for him, which was bogus.
No.
Let's not make it seem like she didn't play a bogus part.
She did.
She did.
But look, you know what gave his mama that leeway? You know what gave his mama that leeway? Because back then, your house is greater than you.
He didn't even know who it was gonna be. You gotta fuck her and make kids with her, bro.
So, Ned Stark didn't even want to marry his mama.
What?
Ned Stark didn't want to marry her. He grew to love her.
Bro, look at his kid. Bro, Frey knew that nobody wanted to marry his kids.
So,
he knew that shit.
So,
he was calling them ugly.
Robert Baratheon didn't want to marry Cersei. It's okay. It's furthering your family. You broke your oath, and you can't get mad that he got killed. You broke your oath.
Everybody wasn't with that. You know that. But he didn't want to marry an old girl. He was just like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead. And then he ended up seeing how this girl looked. Yeah. He was all for it. Yeah. Nobody just don't be 100% with marriage. Fuck bloodline shit.
No, back then it ain't about that, bro. Back then it wasn't about that.
You can clearly see it in the show. Everybody wasn't about that though. What you mean?
Everybody is about that. It's your house is bigger than you.
No, everybody not. Only the low level people is about that.
No.
Because Rob, okay, if that was the case, why did Rob not marry an old girl then?
Because he was in love with a girl.
No, wait, hold on. If he knew he was going to benefit from this damn bridge that he needed. Because it wasn't bigger than him. He didn't want to marry an old girl because he didn't want to.
No, he wanted to marry an old girl because he was in love with Shorty. And he thought he could have his cake and eat it too.
Until after he said no, damn near.
No.
He never seen who it was.
He thought he could have his cake and eat it too. He was already in love with Shorty.
Thank you. He got snaked after being invited, which is some of the most low down dirty shit you can do in the show.
Bro, look, hold on, wait. Forget Walter Frey. Before this and that, I don't have no emotional attachment to the man. The base is this. You said he shouldn't have died. Yeah. You said he shouldn't have died. No. That's what you said. He should have died. You said he should have killed his wife instead of just killing Rob. If Walter Frey, a small family, just killed Robb Stark, the young wolf wife, a war would have happened and he would have lost. He had to snake him like that.
As a possibility, because we don't know the whole backstory, though. We don't know if he had.
We know we saw.
But it's speculation, bro. That's what we both talking about on both ends. We don't know for full detail if he didn't have a deal with the Lannisters or not. Buddy,
I don't even think of that.
Whatever his first name was, Buddy did that final kill to Rob only just because he had the deal. They wouldn't have.
How do we know that? How do we know that?
They would not have risked. They would not have risked that.
No.
If something was going to happen.
No, it said Cersei had a conversation saying that when she got told to lose that. No.
Look, so if that was the word that they was gonna lose, why the hell did they have enough?
No. When Cersei got news that Rob died, then she said reward the phrase. That's how we know that it wasn't no talks before.
Hold on, answer. Hey, host, Ant. Let me get my host Ant to answer some of the questions in the chat. They sent some good stuff in the chat. Hey,
Cass said he should have done. Cass said he should have done for breaking the oath, but at the same time, he shouldn't have caused Rob would have pledged loyalty to the phrase. Would he go? Because he was already in love.
Look, let me ask one question.
Would he though?
One question. What you say?
What he said? Would Rob have pledged loyalty?
I don't know if he would have just bent over easily, but that was my point I was making a couple minutes ago about them being loyalty. I feel like they could have came to some type of agreement. That's just my opinion. I think they could have.
The Red Wedding, what their whole plan was, what having his uncle marry them was they agreement that Rob thought was good enough. It just wasn't.
He said, Bottom said, Lannister send their regards before he killed them.
Thank you.
Facts.
That means that dude was already there.
It's
my next question. Forget all that, because that clearly that proved one point that I needed to have. But look, think about this one thing. If Stark whole little shit was so much better, he had more people. Why is it that when they was there, why did they have enough people to kill all of them then?
Because I believe some of them have stayed. Not all of them went to the wedding.
Ready, boy. Them boys was
Why
ready.
would you have your whole fleet go to a wedding?
But no, I'm saying is his whole fleet there. Like, cool. House Frey's so small. Why did they have enough people to kill this whole fleet?
Wait,
They had enough to kill this whole fleet.
it was only like 50 people were robbed. Not even 50 people. It was like 30 people were robbed.
Where everybody else go?
They probably was at a wrestling spot or
Probably.
something.
No, I don't hear probably.
Why would you bring your whole fleet to a wedding?
Why? What? They were traveling everywhere together.
Only reason why they went to that part for them to get through.
It was on their road to travel, bro. What are you talking about?
No, you're not gonna bring your whole fleet to a wedding, bro.
Where did they go?
They probably was out here resting somewhere.
Yeah.
They probably was at a camp.
We gotta point out one other fact that probably got him killed was killing Buddy.
Yeah.
That's one other fact that got him killed. To be completely honest, if he had people in his shit that turned on him, which I think was the reason why he got killed, and not because House Frey had enough or he didn't bring enough people or he only brought a certain amount because it was a wedding, that shit don't mean nothing.
Why would you bring? That's common sense, though. Why would I bring my whole? Why would I bring my whole army to a wedding?
What do you mean?
Why would I bring my whole army to a wedding?
That mean, like me, I think it's common sense to not kill somebody, a big name family, because they didn't marry your child. You got plenty children. It's other people in that house that can marry them, or it's other houses that's bigger that can marry your kids too.
So you're saying
Like,
so
House
look,
Park is the end all be all. They're not the biggest house
so
in the show.
so because you're a big family, you can break oaths.
Bro,
You're a big family. I will not kill you. No.
If you die, are you suffering? No.
No.
You're not
No
suffering
mercy.
if you did.
No.
Like,
Why would I give
earlier,
you mercy if you're not helping me further my house?
kill his wife and kid, that's making him suffer.
Yes.
You're not suffering if you dead. You gone. You're not feeling nothing.
Okay, I'm not thinking. Look. How can we get mad at the way somebody retaliates or something? We can't get mad at retaliation.
Bro,
If somebody if someone comes slap your mama,
if
and
I'm hitting Frey, that's not a good business.
if somebody comes slap your mama or wife, should I be like, oh, okay, let me forgive you right quick?
Hey, hold on, funny moment for the, Frankie in the chat said, real question, I'm gonna answer it to me. The real question is, can he beat Goku though?
I promise you, Jon Snow will kill Goku.
Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Hey, you just here for the toxic energy, Jay. You just here.
Hey, we just here talking Game of Thrones, bro. You know I love Game of Thrones, man. And we just having a creative discussion about Dimitri being Dimitri. That's all it is.
You know what I love? We're gonna take some time while they heated. That's what I'm letting them, what I'm saying, have a moment. They going crazy. I love it. This podcast really started off of this conversation we having. Like, we already talked about it. Like Ann said, we all got the equipment, it's life. I'm just happy it's actually up and going now, because now we not stopping. So it's just a good moment we here, because they was going crazy earlier, y'all. So to see this like live, I'm happy y'all able to see this.
We're having this much energy over Walter Frey, bro.
It's your fault, G.
No,
you did it, bro. You did it, man.
So to backtrack to the comments real quick, this is the one thing that kills everything.
Yeah, go to the comments. Yeah.
The Lannisters send their regards.
When was
that
that
the Lannisters put their fucking hand in before it happened. They was the reason why it happened. They had a deal before that happened. They did that because of the deal that the Lannisters
I have to go back and see that because I don't remember that.
That's the last words he said to Rob, and I just watched it today. The Lannisters send their regards. That means Buddy had a whole plan for all that. Like, come on, man.
Because most likely, whatever happened, word got sent that Rob got married. That's probably what happened.
True. So,
yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to and see that.
The word got sent to them that Rob got married.
Huh? I'm not mad that Rob didn't marry old girl.
Huh?
I'm not mad that Rob didn't marry old girl. He didn't even agree to that. His mama did it for him.
Your house is bigger than you.
Made for him.
Your house is bigger than you.
Agreed to.
Your house is bigger than you.
For who?
For everybody back at that time.
They wanted the biggest names. They didn't want more. Starks didn't want more. You wasn't make that one a deal for the Starks.
But if you're Walter Frey,
cross the bridge to go kill somebody else. It wasn't to make their house bigger.
But
and you know the Starks was not like that. So quit saying that line, G.
No, I'm saying we're talking about at that time. That is a true statement. At that time, your house is bigger than you.
Right. You're right, but not for the Starks. They didn't care about making their house bigger.
No,
did they
not? They always kept their word, though.
That's a good point.
They could have claimed that Targaryen name from Jon if they wanted to make their house bigger.
Jon didn't even know he was Targaryen at that time.
His dad did. I said for the house.
No, he wasn't. He said because he gave an oath that he will keep his mouth shut.
So his dad, sister.
Exactly. He still kept that oath.
That's how loyal they are, though, bro.
Exactly.
They could easily be ruling and doing a lot more. They ain't care.
Why would Ned Stark gloat that his bastard son is a Targaryen and his best friend was king?
Your house was bigger than you.
Come on, make that make sense. Make that make sense.
Your house is bigger than you. That means all your friendships,
your
relationships.
Why would Ned Stark?
Your house is bigger
why
than you.
would Ned Stark go to the magnitude of gloating that his bastard nephew, his bastard son is Targaryen, and his best friend is the king?
Gloated. He probably wouldn't have gloated though.
No, it's not even for gloating reasons. Do you understand the term? Your house is bigger than you. It's to make your house bigger. It's not to try to do anything weird.
They're always trying to further their house.
House Stark was bigger than his sister, which is the one he made the promise to. That's bigger than her too. Why does it got to be different because she's dead?
It's an oath.
The house is big, bro. It's a promise.
Your house is bigger than you. A promise is an oath.
One thing that should mean more. That's one thing that should mean more. Your house is bigger than you. You keep saying that. But you're not realizing the reason.
Yeah, he's saying your house is bigger than you. So if Ned really wanted to get on that, he could have used what he knew about Jon, but he didn't though.
How could he could have used that about? How could he use that?
At a young age.
I can't hear you.
He was the last son, the last man heir to the last king.
How can
Jon was the king when he was born.
He don't. But why would he use that? His best friends is the Lannisters. His best friend is the Baratheons.
His best friend or his house best friend? The house is bigger than you. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It's his best friend. Not his house is
bigger. He's the head of the king.
The house is bigger than
He's the head of the king. You think he's going to vote about the Targaryens? And Robert Baratheon just said he trying to go kill Daenerys because she's a Targaryen. Why would he bring that up?
That emotional attachment.
Why would he bring that up?
Emotional attachment.
He just said Robert Baratheon just found out that Daenerys is alive. He said let's go kill her. Why would he tell him that his nephew is a Targaryen too?
If anybody else in the world would have known that, they would have rocked with Ned.
No.
Robert Baratheon, because he shouldn't have been on the
throne. He's the head of the king, and that would be treason. Okay, you got it. You got it. You got it. So basically, you're going to say, I'm comfortable right now being the head of the king, just to further, just so I can use a little edge.
Rob was doing his thing. Was he not? Rob was doing his thing without Ned even being alive. Hey, Ned would have pulled all of those people to his cause. He would have ran through Rob.
Wait. Only reason why Rob was coming to go fight, because they killed his daddy.
The reason behind that, yes, but I'm saying, had Ned would have had that, I'm finna go get on Buddy, if he's gonna try to kill my blood, he could have rallied all of those people because of what his name was in the North.
But Ned wasn't on that. Ned didn't want to fight.
What?
Ned took that oath to the head.
Clearly.
So by you saying this information, that's pointless.
No. Okay. You forget the whole point for me even bringing it up, G.
Because Ned took the oath to the head. That's why he died, because he stayed loyal.
I keep bringing this up. Let me tell you why I brought this up. Because you keep saying dumb shit like your house is bigger than you. And I'm pointing out reasons how they don't show that their house is bigger than them. And you're not listening. They don't show that their house is bigger than them.
Do they?
Because if their house was bigger than them, they would have did everything that they needed to make House Stark could have been on the throne. Without a doubt.
You know what? What stopped it? What stopped?
So you keep
That's what I was saying.
You know what stopped it? You know what stopped? What House Stark being on the throne?
What's up?
Love. He didn't want to. He was too much in love. He didn't want to marry nobody else, and that's for that reason he suffered his fate.
But
you know who's still alive and who thriving and doing what he's supposed to do?
Don't say John.
You know who's still alive, thriving and doing what he's supposed to do? Because he did everything the right way. He's the greatest.
Don't say John.
Everybody wants to be the White Wolf. Everybody wants to follow the White Wolf, but the real king was Aegon Targaryen, a.k.a. Jon Snow.
The White Wolf got snake. Chill, G. Chill.
Stop playing with me. My boy died and he came back. Stop being a real king.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Stop playing with my boy.
It took long enough for the John stuff to start. Here we go.
So now look, okay, we're moving forward. Forget Walter Frey. I don't care. He's dead. He killed Rob. Forget him. What's this?
Let's just say
that's how Arya got him at the end. Stop playing with. Hey man, yeah, he got up out of there.
He gone.
Got him together.
I'm not a fan of Walter Frey. I just want to say that.
Nobody messed with Dog.
Nobody likes him. Now we're moving forward. We're moving forward to the present day of what's happening right now. Not the present day. Not the present day. It happened 162 years.
Present time.
After. Let's talk House of Dragons.
She's the savior of Westeros. Let's just put it that way.
We're talking House of Dragons. Cass, I know you ain't watching yet, so you may want to leave before to talk House of Dragons. So, I don't like prequels, but House of Dragons is worthy. The pilot episode was really good. The pilot episode was really good, and I can't lie. This 5th episode that just aired was borderline flawless. It was a great episode.
It was. Hey, yeah, we ready for John. I didn't want to cut you off. I was just answering the chat questions. Yeah, we ready for Jon Snow too. We talked about that earlier. So like,
yeah,
bro,
so
we can't wait for that.
This is what I said about Jon Snow show. I don't want them to have a Jon Snow show. Sorry, for a money grab. They know everybody loves Jon Snow. I want them to actually have a thorough plan on how this can be good, like the first, like Game of Thrones. I need them to actually thoroughly have a good, written out. George R.R. Martin's supposed to be being with them, so I gotta figure out that I want them to actually do this correctly. Don't rush it, cause the money gonna come regardless. It's Jon Snow.
Exactly.
I need them to actually do this correctly, bro, for real.
So you got to, especially when it's a character like that and how people feel behind him and how cold he is. You don't want to just throw nothing together or just, like you said, the perfect word money grab, which I don't think it will be, but it's a good thing to know and talk about. So yeah, we want to answer that for you, my boy, because I know you ain't seen House of Dragons yet. So yeah, we can't wait for that Jon Snow. They just better do it right. They got to. They have
to do it right because
especially the way it ended. See, we could just talk. Oh, the way it ended, they got to because. Oh my gosh, it's just so much like he went right back to where he started taking off, we seen him grow up right before our eyes, so it's like they got to.
Exactly. Say, the last thing we found out about John, that he was going to go be the leader of the Wildlands or the Free People, whatever. So was it going to be something beyond that they're going to be searching after? Will we get more information about Arya, where she at? What's happening in the North, what's happening with Bran being the king. It's a lot of stuff they can do with this show. It can be like a Game of Thrones Part 2 type of show. That's all I'm saying. Don't rush it, bro.
Yeah, I agree. It basically can be like a Part 2 of what we saw kind of on Game of Thrones, because it's like we didn't get to see, this is another point too, that's perfect. We didn't really get to see, I feel like, the Starks together, even though, they probably still won't be, because of course it's going to be about Jon Snow, but it's good to see like the follow-ups of like what you just said, like what Arya doing, what Bran doing, and then you got Sansa. So it's a lot of stuff where it's like, of course we want to see that, and then we want to see the main character Jon. So that's how we feel about it, Cash. We can't wait, G. Real talk, we cannot wait.
Man, you could put Jon Snow in a blank screen, him doing anything, I'm going to watch that mug. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's my boy.
He right though. John, that boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I just need them to do this correctly. I'm already emotionally attached to him, but I don't want it to be rushed. A lot of people don't like season 8 of Game of Thrones. I think that's a trend people want to follow. But we got some great television out of season 8. Bran should have been king.
Yeah.
Cersei should have had a crueler death. What else I didn't like about it? Some like,
with, how you feel about? I think I asked you, but did you care about how they did Daenerys?
Oh
like
yeah,
John,
she should have died. She should have died.
Yeah.
She was outrageous.
Yeah, she was doing too much. That's another part. I don't like how it ended, but she still was cold in her character. I just hate the way she was doing too much when John got there. Like, why was she on that with him? You know what they could have did together?
No,
Gee.
it all started. She got that power. She started winning them wars, them battles.
Facts.
She found out
Facts.
John was the true heir. She started acting weird. And then when she won that final battle of King's Landing, she started to act like the Mad King.
Yeah, she did, G. She started acting. She was just tripping, G. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with her, bro. She really was tripping. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so when that happened, it was like a dang, but it had to happen. You said, who your top 3, Cash? You said you can't wait to see Sansa. Who your top 3, bro? I know John in there. He easily.
Sansa can stay where she at. I ain't got no problem with
Sansa.
Sansa. She did her. She went through what she went through.
Yeah, Sansa is not like a love. It ain't like a hate. See, for me, besides John, I think me too. But I love Arya a lot. So Sansa cool. Like, don't get me wrong, but I like her better than Bran too. No, Bran he underneath Sansa. But yeah, we didn't see though. But John definitely in the top 3, G. So that's not the question. Like, if you don't like John, what's wrong with him, man? If they don't like John,
I know one of my guys do not like John. He think he's pointless, and that's crazy to me. Cause this, bro.
What? Not pointless, G.
My favorite 3 is John, Tyrion, and Samuel Tarly. They're my 3.
Okay.
They're my boys.
You said John, Tyrion, and then okay. So we almost got the okay. I think he said his top 3. You said
John, Sansa.
Okay, you said John, Sansa, and Arya. Okay. So my top 3 would be I got John, I got Arya, and then I got Tyrion. So we've all got John in there. Me and Cash got Arya, then me and Ant got it because Tyrion was
yeah.
Tyrion amazing. Like, what's not to like
goated,
about Tyrion?
Bro, he's goated, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Because he's so underrated, G, from the standpoint of like, of course, people talk about how he looked and he can't get this done, but when they had that little war, bro, he led that. That's not even what he do.
Yeah.
So for him to do that was cold. The stuff with his father, like how he always was looked under, and how he got his dad at the end of that. What was that, season 7?
Yeah.
I want to say season 7. Was amazing.
Before season 8 happened,
yeah.
Cash said I think Arya might be above Sansa. The Many Faces was a great art. Facts.
Yeah, easily, Cash, easily.
No, look. I had a theory. I thought Tyrion was gonna turn on Daenerys, and my reasons was, remember, it was just a little theory. I thought, remember when his sister spared him, and when they went in, when she said she's not gonna help them with the war, she spared him and she said he was pregnant, and he said, "Kill me right now," and she didn't kill him. I'm like, okay. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you can never trust a Lannister, this and that. And remember, he saw Daenerys, he heard Daenerys and John have sex. So maybe it was like some jealousy type thing. I thought he was going to turn on her.
Now, that's what I thought. See, I agree with you. I was like, okay, now this might get tricky because, and he's still a Lannister. And one thing about Tyrion, he really did, even though he hated them, but I always loved and respect that he did have love for them just for the fact that was his family, but he hated how they treated him and how he didn't like their ways, which was he was goated for that. But yeah, the stuff with John and then Daenerys when he saw them, because that was like the night before or something. He saw them going in that room or something.
Exactly, he heard them.
I'm like, he saw that, but he didn't say nothing. He shut the door. So I'm like, dang, I wonder if that kind of just threw him off. Like, how you feel about that too? So that you're not wrong for feeling like that, because I would agree, because it's like, dang. Like, what are you about to do now? Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking the nearest time was right there.
I thought he was going to turn like, yes, and Lannisters be on top or whatever happened. But
exactly.
Somebody said John, Arya, and Tyrion. Who is Tyrion?
You mean Tyrion? You trying to say Tyrion?
Tyrion?
Yeah, you might be trying to say Tyrion, but I was about to say, damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
I really thought he was going to turn I'm like, I was telling my brother, I'm like,
John, Arya, and Tyrion is the goats of the other show.
He gonna
that's what he said, Tyrion. Yeah, on my life.
He gonna turn on
he got the same list I got. I said John, Arya, and Tyrion.
If I put it in order, it's Arya, John, then Tyrion.
That's crazy to me, but okay.
You know Arya my goat. I told you.
Yeah. And look, I'm not mad that she killed the Night King. I just needed that Jon Snow with the Night King fight. I needed that for my soul, bro.
Oh, I would agree. We was talking about that earlier.
I needed it to happen. I needed and the Night King to fight, and I needed the Night King to be cold at fighting, and I needed Arya to kill who?
Cersei. Facts.
Yeah, bro. It was cold what she did. Me and Meek were talking about it earlier, like how she got Buddy at the end and dropped it and got him. All that was goated. But at the same time, when John got off that dragon, no, because you got it, bro. He got off that dragon. I was like, oh, hold on. We about to see. And I'm like, what? They didn't even fight, G.
Yes, bro. That's
the one thing. Game of Thrones really made me mad with that. They stole the bag on that. How we not gonna see them get like? Come on, G.
That's another reason why I like Hardhome so much. That episode was good because we saw John fighting at least one of their foot soldiers, one of their main guys.
That's the only reason why it was good.
That's true.
He got Buddy up on... No, it's not. That's a good episode. I ain't gonna lie. Hardhome is a great episode. You got me messed up.
That's the only reason why it was good. I ain't gonna hold you. That's the only reason why.
Okay, so look, now that Meek is back, I ain't trying to rush it or anything. We can stay right here if we like.
We good. You good. Go ahead, do your thing.
Let's talk about what we talking about because I gotta run somewhere real quick.
For real?
Yes. I ain't gonna leave, but it's gonna be like 10, 15 minutes. It's actually I gotta go to Fat Tuesday. It's Cassie's birthday today.
Okay. So we talking House. We just saying we're speaking on House of Dragons. So I believe House of Dragons. If you're on the edge of watching House of Dragons, I believe it's worthy of the watch. I believe it is a great show. The pilot started off right where it needed to be, where they give us a tempo of how things is going to go. We have a great character in Daemon, who is... This man said so many words episode 5, but stole the show, G. I ain't gonna lie.
Think about it, though, because you got to mind you, the episode before that, no, when he killed the crab feeder or whatever he was.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit.
He done said words. He read a note. My brother's trying to come help me. I got too much pride for that. Let me go. This man been fighting this man for 2 years.
Going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
He been fighting the crab feeders for 2 years. He get a note from his brother, and they say, "Oh no, let me get these boys up out of here."
Yeah, let me get them
out of here. I ain't gonna lie. After that,
finish talking about this. I'll be back, y'all.
I almost got him tatted.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I almost got him tatted. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, he's so good. It's like in a weird way. Remember, I'm watching. I'm like, I feel like because I remember you said some the other day, like growing up, I was kind of the same way with you, where it's like automatically if I'm watching anything like a TV show, Marvel, or just like crime, I'm going for the good guy all the way. Like, hey, this my boy. But then when you get older, it's like, okay, like that got something to do with how we are personally too, you know, our personalities. But it's like I be having some love for the like Damon kind of. I feel like I'm supposed to like Buddy, but bro, he cold, G. Like the way he think, the way he do stuff. The fact that he don't even be in some episodes, like he just come through like who do you think he is? G, just walking in, like
bro. Cash,
doing the show literally, bro.
Cash said he don't think he gonna like him. I promise you, Cash.
Cash, bro.
I promise you, Cash. Me knowing you in the conversations we had about Game of Thrones, Damon, you will love Damon.
He a cold like villain, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think he a villain.
He's not even really I was about to say he's not really even a villain.
I just think the way he go about things for his family is not the normal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just think he's just a peculiar person. He's goated, bro. He's goated, bro.
He is. He definitely goated.
He goated.
He goated.
We know the end. Bran becomes king. Whatever.
Fact.
For the time being, though, House of Dragon is really good, bro.
It is good, man. Y'all definitely gotta what we 5 weeks in, 5 episodes
5
in.
episodes in,
We halfway there. They turned it up on that last episode for sure.
The best episode by far.
Easily the best episode, y'all. So it's just like we at that moment where some stuff about to change over and a lot about to happen. So it's like we just really enjoying and savoring that last episode because they really took off and did what they were supposed to do. Like it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. It was amazing, G.
Yeah, hey, Cass, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta watch it, bro. Cause I don't like prequels, bro. But you gotta watch it, bro. If you like Game of Thrones, you will like it, bro. They putting a lot of thought into it. They do time jump a couple times, but it's needed. It's not forced. It's not forced. So I think you will like it, bro. For real.
Yeah, for me, it picked up after the first 2 episodes. I think that was the one with the crap because I was still that second episode. I think I had to watch it over right there because I don't know when I was watching it, like it was a lot going on, but that one had I'm like okay. Then after that I'm like okay, yeah, we locked in. This mud good. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely got to watch it, bro. It's gonna be good. And I thought that at first too when they were showing the previews, Cash. I'm like dang, who is? Because I remember he asked me because this was me. I had just got done watching Game of Thrones and I had watched the first episode. He was like, if you don't like Buddy, you might definitely not like him after this, but no, bro. Hey, don't go off the preview. See, that's making you want to see it, bro. You gonna like G. You gonna like him, G.
Damon is that man.
He definitely is.
I just think I'm glad we seeing the Targaryens in a different way.
Yeah, I agree with that
only
too.
Targaryens that we seen was Jon, Daenerys, and her brother, and that Maester was at the wall.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
That's the only ones we seen.
Yeah,
and that's not enough to see the elegance of how much power they had.
Yeah, all the history, all the power, exactly. The dragons, because the dragons back then, like, the dragons was a norm. That was like when you think of Game of Thrones, it's like, oh my god, they talking about dragons. Yeah, it's not real. But then when everybody see it, it's like, oh my gosh, but that's normal on the back end with the Targaryens. Bro, G, like that's what they do.
Bro, the dragons, bro, it's a sight to see.
Yes, it's really amazing, G.
To see with that. So I'm ready for Sunday. I've been excited for Sundays, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
No cap, Sundays be amazing. Waiting for that, like, hey, if I don't see it that day, I definitely gotta watch it the next day.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm watching it Sunday this next day.
This Sunday, I'm tuned in. G, locked in. First day, we gotta watch it
because if we gonna do this time jump, we gotta see where the king's gonna be at because Buddy's gonna be out of there. You know what I'm saying?
You got the king. He might be out of there with Damon. Like you say, he's not as old as the king, but now he gonna be older. Yeah. You got Rhaenyra. It's just so much that can happen for the people who watched it or didn't. It's another character where it's like, I don't want to, like, I'm trying not to spoil too much, but it was basically an event that happened this last episode, and it went crazy.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, red wedding, but not like slaughter, but this one we can say. When it come, it was a meme. I forgot to send it to you. I know y'all probably saw it though. But when it comes to weddings, Game of Thrones don't drop the ball. G, the writers of House of Dragon and Game of Thrones, when it comes to them weddings, bro, hey, it's something about them wedding scenes that be it on what, my boy.
Yeah. Fact.
So it revolved around that. So it's gonna be a good episode. And like you said, it's a big time jump. So a lot of people might be going or they switching over. It's a lot that's going to it, but it's gonna be amazing. That's why we can't wait till Sunday. I'm definitely watching it on Sunday. This Sunday, yeah, got to.
Next week when we do talk about it, it's maybe less of Game of Thrones that we talk about. But now I can't even lie. We have to intertwine to go. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta intertwine to go. But we will be talking about the episode of House of Dragons moving forward. But this week we just wanted to come and just talk and express. It all began from the conversation that me and Dimitri had about him thinking Walter Frey shouldn't have killed Robb Stark. I think he should have because you gotta keep your oath. But hey, to each his own. But I appreciate everybody coming through, man. The pilot episode was cool, man. I'm having fun. I'm sweating. Yeah. I'm talking about Game of Thrones, so I'm geeked, bro.
Getting worked up. We are in perfectly. Hey, this was perfect. G, can't get no better, my boy.
So I appreciate everybody coming through. We'll be back next week. I don't know if it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday. I don't know, but I'll let y'all know. Yeah. But yeah, good episode, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'll see y'all later. Good night.